Hey, good morning. Hope you all had a good weekend. Let's go over today's trade plan for Monday, March 26th, I believe. Yes. Let's look into the overnight session. Clearly negative. We opened up last night and approached our resistance zone of 87.02, 87.89, which has been solid. We ended the week in this range here. Then we had a breakdown to our initial support zone of the 84.40, and we pretty much hovered around there most of the night until 4 to 5 o'clock Eastern time, where we again hovered around that 82.67 bottom of that support zone. That was breached early on, leading us to an expanded zone over the weekend where I added a swing low of 8100 to give us a range of support of 8009 to 8100, where we're at right now. So one thing of note, when we look at these zones and ranges, the average range of the last 5 days is 568 points. We've already exceeded that, or right at it. So what that tells me is we may be in range exhaustion. So, to go further down here is not impossible, but this is a spot where responsive buyers could step in and push us back up to the 82.67 and perhaps somewhere in that zone. If sellers step in and we extend our range, which our 5-day maximum is 700, we have the potential to drop to that 7700, 75, 71 zone. We are bearish on all time frames. The short term could be considered somewhat neutral. So be careful with long positions today. It wouldn't be impossible for us to try to hit that 82.67 support here again, where we could see where volume is at going into it and possibly fade that zone. So one thing that you want to look at when we're trading these zones is, how do you approach the zone? Are we approaching it on big volume, or what kind of momentum is leading us to that zone? So for instance, if we look this morning at the 7:15 15-minute candle, that was we're trading that on some decent volume as it approaches that zone. So that would not be a spot where I would want to initiate a long position. And you can see here we're consolidating in the zone right now, and we're pushing towards that bottom. If the 8009 doesn't hold, again, we're in a range extreme. With that said, if we break down past 8009, the next stop that I see is 7700, 75, 71. So those are the thoughts going into the day. Remember that we're all time frames are pretty much in alignment to the downside. So that's not saying that we couldn't take a long position, but we want to be careful with it. So let's see how these two zones hold up here, the 8009 to 8100, and see if we hit and that 82.67, 84.40 zone. So that's pretty much going to tell whether the bulls or bears in control, how we respond to those zones. So let's hope you all have a good trading day, and I'll see you at the recap at the end of the day.